Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Hope everyone is doing well. I am just hanging out, and I posted a video about my hashtag 75 hard experience. It's going to be the first of a series. And interestingly, someone who I love and adore, and who is a fan, said, it's really, it could be really hard to do this hashtag 75 hard because I live in a place where the weather is bad, and I just have to, first of all, she knows that I love her, so I'm, it's all good. How many of you use excuses like the weather, or I don't feel like it, or what if, right? If you're doing those kind of things in your head, you are missing so much of life. You're missing life. 100%. And so it was just like this little tip in my head. I'm like, if you let the weather stop you from doing anything. Now, I'm not talking about going out in a tornado. I'm not talking about going out when it's 50 below and you could hurt yourself. That is not what I'm talking about. And you know that. I'm talking about letting some rain get in the way of a run, or letting some heat get in the way of a run, or getting some cold in the way of a walk, or not going to the gym because it's yucky outside, or whatever those tiny little excuses are. You're missing out on life. There's actually a parable in the Bible about this. It's kind of interesting. It's called the parable of the great banquet, and it was all about, like, Jesus invited a bunch of people to a party, and they had these excuses, like, I'm going to read right here. They had these excuses like, oh, I just bought a field and I need to go see it instead of going to this party, right? Oh, I bought 5 oxen and I need to make sure that they're going to work okay instead of going to a party. Like, that had to happen in that very moment. I just got married. I can't come. Excuse me? Like, those are the kinds of excuses that happen in our head. Like, oh, it's cold, it's hot, my cat is rubbing on my leg and I don't feel like going. I mean, we make up the most ridiculous things happen in our heads that keep us from living our life. And so hashtag 75 hard, that's what this is about. I was saying in my video yesterday, like, that's what it's about. It's about getting rid of those excuses. It's about hearing those excuses happening in your head and having to do it anyway, and moving forward anyway, and moving forward scared, and moving forward when you don't want to, when the 4-year-old in your head is having a fit, right? Like, that's what this whole thing is about. It's called hard because we make it hard, right? We make life and certain things in our life so much harder than they really are. And when we realize that we spend a lot of time thinking about something and it only takes about this much time to actually get it done, we start being so much more productive. So I'm on a little bit of a rant. I'm probably going to offend people today, but get out of your head and start living your life. This is what you got. If you're going to spend it in bed, if you're going to spend it making excuses for yourself, or like letting small things get in the way of a bigger life, I feel bad for you, because you're missing out on some amazing experiences. Now, I wish I had this down perfect. I do not. There are still things that get in my way. And I keep moving and I keep growing. And that's why I did the 75 hard, so that I could hear some more of what was happening in my head some of the time. Sometimes you can't hear it. But if you push yourself and you make yourself do things that are a little bit uncomfortable, then you start to hear those voices and you can move forward and not let those voices win. Instead, take control of them because you can. All right, you guys, I'm done with my rant. Go get it today. Love you all. Blessings.